Well, no, I'm good at spelling. I won
Claude.
the spelling bee in 8th grade. What do you mean? Why are you surprised? Oh, wow.
You do
That
this
was
every
not
time.
great.
I need to start saying it. Welcome back to my aunt's attic.
You didn't do the hello.
Oh, I
Well, that's what I was about to screw up. I was about to say welcome, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right. That's not right.
Welcome to my aunt's attic.
Yeah, that's not it. But yes.
Come on in.
The sentiment
Come on up.
stands.
Hello. Welcome back to my aunt's attic. How you doing?
Hello.
Danielle?
Yes. You have your nails painted.
Yeah, I got a manicure with my mom. They're already coming off. Well, I got it on Friday.
Very nice. It's a
Or
good color.
Saturday. And it's already Thursday, so we're doing okay.
No, I thought it was Tuesday.
Thursday?
Yeah, I'm all messed up. You know what today is? 21 Pilots is coming out with a new song.
I thought you were
Their
going
new
to say it's
video.
Leap Day.
It is also Leap Day.
And it's a snow day.
What is that? It was 65 degrees yesterday, and now we got a blizzard.
It's weird.
This is stupid. No, speaking of Leap Day, though, it's really throwing me off because my Bible study thing did not account for a leap year, and so I don't have the so I'm just like kind of rereading some of the ones that I missed when I started it, but like it's throwing me off, and I don't like it, and I don't like it. So yeah, I need to get. Luckily, my little prayer book did account for a leap year, so at least I had that, but the rest of it did not, and so now I'm befuddled.
Happy birthday to anyone who was born on Leap Day.
Actually born on Leap Day, yeah.
I'm kind of jealous. It's kind of cool.
Would you choose the day before or after? Would you choose March 1st or February 28th?
Well, I'm kind of impartial to March because I am born in March. So it's hard for me to, like...
Wrong.
I wouldn't have been, though. So I'm trying to think as though I am not born
There's
in March.
one correct answer to this.
You think February 28th?
Yes. Because February 29th, you're sticking within your month still. You need to stick within the month. If you're born
March.
February 29th and you choose March 1st, that's just chaotic.
But March 1st is a sentence.
I don't think that is what should qualify your decision to choose.
Look, I love March. But okay, I do agree with you.
What's your birthday? I have it on my calendar.
It's on Monday.
I don't even know what day is today.
Thursday. We went over this. It's the 29th. My birthday's March 4th.
Aw, you were born one month too early. I lied, 2 months too early.
For what?
May the 4th be with you.
Oh, apologies.
Get it together. Oh, I didn't put my earrings in.
I did.
I did not. I don't like that. Ooh, don't
Go
like
put
that.
them in.
No,
Okay.
I'll do it afterwards. But then I'll forget, and then I'll be really irritated. That's annoying. Okay. I'm doing well, to your earlier question.
What was the question? Oh,
How am I doing? How are you doing?
Good.
David texted me. He was yelling at me.
Because we didn't post? Because I didn't post? Okay, listen. Yes, I messed up.
But you're busy.
I had midterms.
You're busy.
Which, by the way, I'm taking law and ethics. Communication law and ethics. Not easy.
I choose business ethics.
What is that from?
You don't know what that's from?
No!
Billy Madison?
No.
At the end, they're doing their, like, quiz thing, and he tries to play it up, tries to be smart, and so he chooses the really boring category of, I choose business ethics.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
It's so boring. Took my midterm.
How'd you do?
Got a 100.
Booyah.
I'm really impressed with myself. Because
Round of applause.
everybody around me cheated.
Oh.
And I was not in the loop about that we were all gonna cheat. So I studied really hard. And then I get to class. Okay, there's this kid who sits next to me, and he seems very smart. And he never takes notes. He never has anything on his desk. He just sits there like this, and he just listens the whole time. And I'm like, this must come naturally, like...
Eidetic
he must be into
eidetic
this.
memory, maybe?
Well, No, he was just planning on cheating.
Oh, wow.
And then he couldn't because we sit in the front row. And he's like, the professor had eyes on me the whole time. He thought he was, like, going to go do something else. So he couldn't cheat. And so he was stressing.
Oh, my gosh.
The whole time.
How dumb.
And, like, asked the professor if it was going to be curved and stuff. It's not, like, if you're paying attention, you take notes, and you do the study guide, it's like, I got a 100, and I'm horrible at law, politics, anything.
If you just do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but there's this kid I have another class with, and he sits in the back, and he's like, yeah, everybody around me was cheating on it.
Oh, wow.
But the class average was like a 65, and only 4 people got above a 93. I was one of them. I'm so proud of myself.
You should be. That's good. That's good. My nail broke again.
Oh.
So let's fix that real quick. Congratulations. That's very exciting. Good
Thanks.
for you. I wish it was in a more fun class because then it would be more fun, obviously. But tell me why at 28 years old, I had a first day of senior year of high school dream. What was that?
Terrifying.
What was that? Actually, it was the first time I've ever had a dream about getting ready for school that wasn't pure panic.
Oh.
They're always anxiety dreams. This one was, I was early enough, I left my house early, but didn't have a chance to eat breakfast, so I decided to go to Burger King for some reason.
Oh, they've been open?
They have breakfast. I've never had Burger King breakfast, I guess. So, but I don't know. So I went to Burger King, and there was a ton of people from my school. All my classmates and stuff were there. So it was like, it was hopping. And I'm standing in line behind this one guy I went to high school with. And we just start talking. He's like, hey, are you ready for blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. He's like, you nervous or anything? I'm like, no.
Huh.
I mean, I got to get my locker assignment, but I don't use my locker, so I'm not going to bother. And that's it. And then I woke up. But I'm
so
like,
funny.
this
You're
was
10 years out of your senior year.
10 years out of it, and this is, I'm like, what? Okay. I will say I have had, like, school dreams that are because of panic, because I'm not properly prepared for something, but this was the first time I've ever had a school-related dream that, like I said, wasn't pure panic.
That's nice.
I was super chill about it, and I'm like, all right. I woke up, and then I wasn't dying, so it was kind of nice. Weird, but it was also really weird to dream about a guy I went to high school with. I mean,
well, I did that 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it's weird.
I had a dream, because he Snapchatted me. He knows about this, I told him. But I had a dream that this kid I went to high school with, I was friends with him, that he was staying on my couch, and he was attending, like, not night school, like midnight school. Like, he would go at, like, 3 in the morning to class, and he was studying, like, cosmetic dentistry.
Okay. Highly specific.
I told him that. Like, I just remember because we were talking about how he was learning how to put on veneers.
Ew.
I hate veneers.
I hate them.
But
well, it'd be different. I don't know
idea
how veneers work.
Okay, it can work in 2 ways. I think one of them is at least better, but I never think they look good. But
why? What is the purpose of shaving the teeth down?
They shave them down, and then
why?
they put fake ones on top.
Why?
Sometimes they don't have to shave them down, and they just put fake ones on top.
That's, I guess, fine. That's fine with me. Don't
But
destroy the shape of your teeth.
Ugh, it freaks me out when they show just the raw, like, shaven teeth before, and they're like little stubs. I'm like, that looks painful and disgusting.
Well, they say it's awful. But it just
I never
doesn't
think they look good.
They don't.
Never.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone with veneers that looks good. That's
because
terrible,
I go,
but
those are veneers. And that's how you know that they're not good veneers, as you can tell.
yeah. I just love
If
teeth.
they were good, I wouldn't know.
We've talked about it before. I love teeth. I love the different little shapes and everything, the uniqueness of them. I am obsessed with my canines. I told my mom I would like to
really
get
good.
I would like to get my
Sharpened?
Oh my gosh. I can't freaking speak. I would like to get them sharpened. And she's like, "Don't you dare." And I'm like, "I won't, but I would like to."
How does that work? Do they just sharpen it and then they don't have to do they have to like fill it so that there's no like raw like nerve?
Well, I've never actually looked into it because I'm not going to do it, but I would like to. I just want to take a nail file and sharpen them up or something.
Someone made a TikTok about this and I really agree. I love when people have like pretty straight, like pretty average teeth, but then they have like a snaggle like on the side here. I love that.
Yeah.
I love when people have like a little snaggle that you don't see all the time, just when they're laughing really hard or something.
I have a permanent brace, behind my teeth. Apparently that's ancient technology because they don't do it anymore. But I've had this since I was 12, 13 or something. It's a permanent brace. But my teeth in front of it, they're crooked still. And I don't know what happened, if they've become crooked afterwards, or if they were always just crooked because of the shape of them. They can't sit super straight or something because they're wider at the top and skinnier at the bottom. And so I don't know if they sit differently, but this one tooth is like jutted forward a little bit. And I love it. I was like, I don't want to fix it.
Zendaya has a little snaggle. Have you seen it?
Yes.
I never knew. But she has like that little tooth that sticks out. I think it's great. I love it. Yeah.
She's got a great smile.
Yes. There's that new movie with her coming out that I really want to see. It's called Challengers or something. It's about her being a tennis player.
I don't know.
Sick.
I heard Dune, the second Dune movie, took over the highest rated movie of all time. It took the crown from Shawshank Redemption. That's held it for like the last 30 years. And so Dune, I would like to watch that. I wanted to read the book, but I'm like, it's just not quite in that mindset for it. So we'll see about that. But, what was there was my phone is literally right there. Oh, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, 21 Pilots is coming out with music today.
What time?
At 1 o'clock, the video drops for their new song, Overcompensate, their single. And then the album actually comes out May 17th.
Nice.
17th, I believe.
Was that about that TikTok I sent you about? I didn't know what it was about. When they, like, something about the album covers had, like, something...
The tape.
Yeah.
The tape covering all the eyes. Yes, I was talking... Well, she hasn't texted me back. I don't know why.
Rude.
What did I do wrong? David's coworker texted me because she's also a huge super fan of 21 Pilots, and she was asking me, like, what the theories and what I'm thinking, blah, blah, blah. So I sent her back what I was kind of thinking and wanted her theories and thoughts and everything. She hasn't replied to me yet, so what on earth? But that's okay. She's probably busy. But, yeah, the albums came out with red tape over the eyes of all of everything on the cover. And so I had my thoughts and theories about that. And those were little hints, and everyone's getting letters. And the new video came out of Clancy and explaining the whole Trench kind of series and all the information with that. And so I want to do a whole big rabbit deep dive into it, but I haven't had a chance to do so. But it's coming. It's coming. I'm so excited. That's
cool.
But I have so much going on.
I almost never listen to music when it first comes out, though.
Really?
Almost never. There's only been, like, maybe 2 times that I've done it.
I think 21 Pilots and... What album of it was Harry Styles? The one, the pink and blue one. Whatever the album.
I don't know what it's called.
Fine Line? Is it called Fine Line? Maybe? I don't know. Whatever that pink and blue album is, I stayed up till midnight to listen to that, and I'm so glad I did, because me and my friend were texting back and forth. We're like, oh my gosh, this song... Really good. But other than that, I don't think I've actually listened to anything. Actually, speaking of songs, though, there's 2 songs right now that have me in an absolute stranglehold. Josiah Queen has I Am Barabbas and Fishes and Loaves. Those 2 songs are just doing me in. They hit so hard. Shout out to Josiah Queen, because oh my gosh, I can't handle it. I sob every time. Great songs.
Shout out. Go listen.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good. The perspective they give, they just like, and the reality of the situation and the reality of my life that makes me think about is like so incredible. So hard to handle. It's a hard truth, man. It's a hard truth, but I love it. Those 2 songs are so real. But anywho, what else? I had a couple notes. What else? What's new with you other than midterms?
I also have notes.
Cool.
What's new with me?
I have notes.
I don't know what's new, but I do have notes.
Oops, he called me and I missed it.
The gatekeeper?
Yes. I'm not doing well as far as communication. So give me a podcast.
Are you still recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I really shouldn't ever touch anything, ever.
I know, I'm so nervous.
I really need to stop.
Right now.
I'm sorry.
That was so funny. I was literally laughing so hard because you go, oh, I think I just muted myself. Okay, we're good. Click. And then it's... dead.
I'll mute.
the rest of the episode.
Yeah, folks.
It's okay.
The episode that's coming... Oh, we need to find a better name for it because the week did not... That was supposed to be an extra episode, but then it became the actual episode.
Wait, what?
The episode you were just editing.
Yeah.
That we said it was going to be called Here Have Another.
That wasn't that.
Yes, it was.
Here Have Another?
Yeah.
No, that was the racist dog one. I promise. I didn't edit Here Have Another.
That was supposed to come out on Saturday.
Here Have Another.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will come out on Saturday.
Well, then what episode hasn't come out yet?
Here Have Another.
What?
Today I posted the racist dog one.
Oh my god, I'm so losing it. What is the date today?
The 29th! I think we've said it 4 times. No.
I don't know what's happening.
Today's the 29th. Okay, listen.
What?
Do you understand what's happening?
No. Okay.
The racist dog one came out. I'm gonna post the extra one on Saturday.
Okay.
This will come out next Wednesday, and everything will be kumbaya again.
Oh my god. Why did I think...
I don't know why I was so... No, I'm with you, because I had to text you about it.
No,
I
that's
was
not right
confused
then.
myself. We're late.
Did we miss a week?
Yes.
No!
We didn't get together last week. Remember? I didn't see you last week.
We missed a week?
Yes. I didn't see you last week.
Oh. Shoot.
But we will have the right amount of episodes because we have that extra one coming out.
Oh no. I don't like that.
I'm doing my best.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
It is my fault because we should have recorded another one because now... Oh no. Whatever.
Well, we're correct. We have the correct amount. We have the correct number now. Because we had an extra, but then we missed a week, so it evened out.
Okay.
This is riveting.
Listen,
what day is it?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
The 29th.
This still, when we moved from Wednesday recordings to Thursday, it still messes with my mind.
I messed up too because I think today's Wednesday.
I panicked this morning because I thought, in my head, I was looking at my schedule and I thought my work schedule was I had 3 appointments on Wednesday, and I looked and then I remember I was like, wait, we're recording today, which is Thursday. Did I miss 3 of my appointments yesterday? Like, what is that? I freaked out because I cannot keep anything straight. God bless you.
Thank you.
Get it together.
Me.
I'm sorry. I really am a mess. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we missed a week, but we have a bonus episode coming out, so we're at the right number of episodes that we should be.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay, if you
I
say
promise.
so.
This will come out next Wednesday.
But we have another episode coming this Saturday.
Yes. The extra.
Okay.
And then the one we record on Thursday will come out on Wednesday. The one we record on Thursday will come out on Wednesday.
Oh, don't even.
It'll all be back.
I'm unwell. Oh my gosh, my
It'll
brain
be
is
back.
imploding. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Goldberg.
Okay.
Did you have to do one of those in school?
Would you what?
A Rube Goldberg machine?
What?
Like a thing that, it's like a ball hits a thing, then it goes down a slide, and then it hits a thing, and then it's like one of those like domino effect, but not dominoes, like machine.
No.
You didn't have to do one?
That was so gross.
I like how you burp out of the side of your mouth like a cartoon character.
That's so gross.
I don't know, I like it, I said.
That's gross.
You didn't have to do one? We had to do
No.
one, like, you had to make something, it had to have so many parts, and the goal was to turn a page of a book.
Riveting.
So we would, like, push a domino that would push a marble, that would go down a slide, that would hit a bell, that would hit a thing, and then another thing would fall, and then it would turn on a fan. This was I can't remember if we went with the fan. Something would turn on a fan that would turn the page, and then another group maybe had a, like, ball on a string was taped to the page, and so it would push down the ball, and then the ball would turn the page.
We had to do something like that in Destination Imagination.
Mm.
We had to create a contraption that once you activated it, it moved on its own.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But we didn't have to do it for school or anything.
Oh,
I thought it was brilliant. So my teammate and his dad, they worked on it and they came up with it. It was so cool. It was all made out of PVC pipes. And the initial start of it was that there was a PVC pipe that was hinged onto one that was sitting on the floor, and that there was a string that went from the top of the PVC pipe down into the other side of the floor PVC pipe, and there was just like a ball of tape or something that when you put another PVC pipe, when you put that down in, it pushed the ball out of the little holder, and then it would release the string that was holding the other pipe. The pipe would then drop down, hit a paper clip, not a paper clip, but a clothespin. It would release the clothespin that was holding a string of rubber bands. It would release that. The string of rubber bands would then fling out this container that we had, and that when we opened the container, the spring inside would then activate and it would launch confetti everywhere.
That's what a Rube Goldberg machine is.
Never once in my life had I heard it be called that.
Who invented it or whatever.
Well, there's that. We won the Da Vinci Award for that.
Nice.
Yeah, in the whole competition. Or I should
Those
say
are
in the
fun.
whole category. It was very impressive. I wish I could lay claim to any of that kind of thing, but one day I just came to practice and they were like, "We did it!" And we're cool! I guess this is what we're doing now.
I used to love that kind of thing.
Yeah. But we did. We got the Da Vinci Award for that. We were pretty proud of that. Nice. What else you got? Note-wise?
Okay. I have a problem, I think.
So do I.
We know. Here's my problem.
A lot of problems.
Okay, so I'm in that small group communication class. It's weird. I don't understand it. The crazy one.
Yeah.
Where people are doing, like, flip cup and, like, drawing butterflies. That class. So last week, I don't understand this class because it feels like we're just there for no reason. Because
you're
last week
hating
she's
on
like,
it, but I think it sounds like a great class.
but we have assignments. I'm like, why are we not doing them? We're doing riddles. She's like, okay, we're going to do riddles for extra credit. She went around to each person and asked them a riddle, and if they got it, they would get a point of extra credit. But if they couldn't get it...
They do it now?
It's already 11.
There's like 3 feet of snow out there, and they're just now choosing to do that. Okay, whatever.
If you couldn't get it, someone else could steal it. Well, I'm the riddle master.
The self-proclaimed riddle master.
I've heard all of the riddles. So she's going around to people. People don't care. They're like, I don't know what it is. I raise my hand. I get it. I got like probably half of them. And the professor's like, oh my god, like, how many does she have? And the like TAs are like laughing their butts off because I'm like getting all of the riddles right. That's not cool.
To know all the riddles?
It's not cool.
Yeah,
I'm not cool.
Taking the wind out of the sails and
just sit back and chill out. Last night, I had this class, and we're doing like hangman, but without the man. Just hang. I'm just kidding. just the lines for the word, and then like one letter. And I'm getting all of them, and I'm like, I'm not cool. I'm not cool.
Who needs to be cool? You're smart.
Me. I want to make friends.
Nah, forget that.
I'm in small group communication, and nobody likes me because I'm like a know-it-all. The professor's like, how many have you got? And the kid behind me is like, 4. I've been counting. I heard him say. It's like, I've been counting.
He's jealous.
No! I'm annoying!
Be annoying. Embrace it.
Annoying.
No, embrace it.
Why do I have to be a know-it-all?
You're smart.
It's not smart.
I remember, did I tell you about the time that we were doing a review in our history class? I did tell you about this. But, and I forget the clue of it, but like one of the first upright hominids or something. And the answer, he said, what's the answer? And then spell it. I love spelling. I love language. I love just words. I just love it. And raised my hand and I was like, Australopithecus. I can't even say it now anymore, but Australopithecus, Australopithecus. And I spelled it just like that. Whole classroom went silent. And I'm like, You people know I'm good at spelling. I won
God.
the spelling bee in 8th grade. What do you mean? Why are you surprised? But yeah, everyone just kind of went dead silent, and I'm like,
Stand up. Have an ovation. I would have stood up. That's what I would have done.
No, embrace what you're good at.
Listen, I have mad extra credit points.
Yeah,
but I also, nobody likes me.
And guess what? When you leave that class, you'll never see any of them again, other than in your potential...
In my next classes, I have the same people.
And the dreams that you might have, because apparently we dream about our old classmates. That's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. But embrace it, dude. Embrace it.
I hate it.
Actually, you know what? I just saw a TikTok this morning that somebody was asking, how do you not care about what other people think of you? And the guy who answered was like, because I don't know what they're actually thinking about me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting my perception of what they think of me onto them, which therefore means I'm just thinking negative things about myself and giving them credit for these thoughts. I don't know what they're actually thinking. So let's step back, not force my thoughts on other people for them to then relay back to me, but just not care because you don't actually know what they're thinking of you. So maybe when he's like 4, I was counting. Maybe he really was impressed.
I don't think so. He
Yeah.
sounded annoyed.
Well,
I think I accidentally stole one from him.
Okay, yeah, you're the worst. You're the audacity.
Why do I care? Like, just sit back and like relax. I can't even like sit in a chair normal. I'm always like hunched. I'm like never have my back in the thing, and I'm like don't know what to do with my legs. I'm always uncomfortable at a desk. Everybody else is like. So I tried to do it last night. I tried to be like,
nah.
Lean back.
You know what? If we're talking about that, then people were probably annoyed with me in my classes because anytime I would go into a classroom, I would find a desk around the edge of the classroom, and hopefully they weren't the ones with the desk attached to the chair.
Oh, we know I have a problem with those.
Yeah, those aren't good. But usually around the edge of the classroom was the separate chair and desk. I would always go for one of those, and rather than sit in the chair facing the desk, I would turn sideways, lean my back up against the wall, put my arm on the desk and my other arm on the back of the chair, and I would sit sideways and face the majority of the class. I did that in every classroom I possibly could. And I wonder, and I would be that person, I'd have my foot up on the seat as well. I would just make myself cozy.
Yeah.
So probably people are annoyed with me with that, but I don't care, because I'm cozy. We got 2 hours in this classroom, I'm going to be comfortable.
I sit in a left-handed desk in 2 of my classes, and I like it. But I'm not left-handed. At all.
Wow. You're special.
It's nice, because, like, this is more free, and I need this one.
I need this one. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Thinking about that stinking sociology classroom, and the history class before that one kid drove me nuts. Drove everyone nuts. Because anytime anyone would say something, he would say the exact same thing pretty much, but in just really superfluous language.
I hate that.
I say that with very superfluous language in and of itself. But he would just ramble on and try to find as many big words as possible. And that's coming from me who loves big words and language. And I'm like, dude, stop. If you want to use big words, find an original thought to do so with. Don't just steal what other people say. Anyway, kudos, whatever. He's a smart guy. Or was he? I don't know. No. He sounded smart. Was he smart? I don't know.
He was good at sounding smart.
Yeah.
He faked it till he made it.
Yeah. Did he actually make it, though?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Carrots.
For sure, dude. I had carrots yesterday. I don't like them. I almost gagged because I had too many.
What kind of carrot?
Baby.
Just raw?
With hummus. A little bit of hummus.
Oh, sorry!
I forgot. I'm so sorry. I actually forgot.
It's okay.
Smashed chickpeas.
I will forgive you for that. But anyway.
I genuinely did not do that to upset you. I actually forgot about it.
No, it's truly okay. Oven roasted carrots are my freaking jam. They're like sweet candy. They are they're like freaking candy. Just season them up and everything, pop them in the oven for a bit, let them get all their shrivelies. So good. And then zucchini as well.
Anything that I'm chewing for too long, I start to dislike, though. Like, I was chewing on baby carrots, and I'm like, okay, I'm chewing this for a long time.
Raw carrots take a lot. Cooked carrots, not as much.
Just swallow that thing whole, if you want.
Well, to each their own, I guess. If you have practice. What?
What?
What'd you say?
I said nothing.
Yeah.
I said
But carrots, that was on my
mouth
notes
open.
because that's my new obsession right now. I had my
Oh.
orange juice phase, now I'm on my carrot phase.
Carrot juice?
No.
Good.
Gross. And then other than carrots, who was gonna ever tell me that Hosier came out with new music?
I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
I don't keep
He
up with
came
him.
out with a new album or whatever in 2023, and I had no
Oh.
idea.
I do like his music a lot.
I had no idea. I haven't listened to it because I've been listening to other things, but and there's also a video game song that he did with Bear McCreary, who did the soundtrack for Outlander. Brilliant. Fantastic. Gotta listen to that. Like I said, I know I've said it before, Hosier could sing about a bologna sandwich, and I would eat that up. Because his voice is
Literally.
just beautiful. Just beautiful.
He's beautiful. He looks like Jesus.
Okay.
I like his music.
Yeah.
Really good.
Good stuff.
One time when I was like 17, I listened to Like Real People Do, you know that song?
Uh-huh.
For like probably 3 hours and just cried the whole time on repeat.
I like Work Song a lot.
Yeah, you
I
play
do
that
like
one
that
for me.
one.
That's a good one.
I like that one. What's the other one? It's with the girl. Is that Work Song? That's not Work Song.
No, yeah.
It
I
is?
think so.
About them, like, basically dying.
I think so.
Yeah. I love that one. It's beautiful. Snow. It was 65 yesterday.
It's disgusting out. I was actually really scared while I was driving here.
Oh, no. I should
Not like scared, like, I liked it. I was scared in like a good way. Like it was thrilling.
Pardon?
It was kind of thrilling. I almost had to honk at someone because I thought I was going to slide into them. No, the roads were horrible. But it was fun. I feel like I'm in Mario Kart.
Well,
and,
you
like-
sent me that gif of the little kid falling over when they were sled riding in the little pool. I was like, let's not do that on the road. Let's not fall. And let's not flip our cars.
We're good so far. I took my mom's car. Of course, it's doing the windshield wiper thing where just right in front of my face is foggy and it won't wipe it off.
Oh.
Just everything around it.
Speaking of, wait, what? No, we weren't. That my mind. Whatever.
Let's
I
go.
want to go to I want to go to bed. That's what I want to do. No, I want to go back to Washington, D.C. because I texted Kendra. I saw this video of the Bible Museum there, and it actually looks really cool. We were right
Wow.
there. We were right there where we parked our car in the parking lot or the garage that was closed. Didn't know it was closed. As we're trying to get it all straightened out and everything, right down the street from where we were parked was the Bible Museum. I saw it, I looked at it, and I'm like, huh, that's interesting. But it does sound kind of boring. I'm just thinking a bunch of Bibles just laid out. No, I saw a video, a couple people went to visit it, and it actually looked so cool. They had like one part where it was like set up to like walk through the different area. Like, I'm so annoyed with myself that I didn't go. So we need to go back. Let's go.
I loved, well, you weren't there.
I went the week.
When I went with, oh yeah, you went like a month before.
Yeah, we went during the
'Cause it
Cherry
got
Blossom
canceled.
Festival. Yeah, we went it got canceled. We were like, no, we're still gonna go.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
It was beautiful.
But I
Absolutely.
had a lot of fun. I got a lot of sleep.
Even
a
though
lot of
someone
I slept
fell
through
on
the
top
whole
of you.
trip, I think. We were having like a party in our room and I slept through it.
You slept through. Who was it? Shelby falling on
Shelby
top of you.
fell in bed with me. Wait, hold on. I think I've already told this story, but
Tell
I
it
just
again.
told it the other day. We were okay. I don't know why in my head we were sleeping in the same bed. We were not sleeping in the same bed. It was two like small beds, like a hotel room, and there was a clock in between us, and the alarm went off at midnight for I don't know why. And Shelby wakes up and she's like, she thought I had an alarm set on my phone to like take birth control at midnight or something. She's like, Mary Grace, is that your phone? Is that you? She gets up to like turn it off. She somehow fell into the bed that I was in. And I slept through the whole thing. Like I almost don't believe it happened because I slept right through it.
That's
She fell into bed with
incredible.
me. And then the next night, everybody came into our room to like play Kahoot and like hang out. And I was sitting in my bed. And then I was laying in my bed. And then I woke up the next morning and everybody was gone. And I guess I got up at some point to go to the bathroom and people were like talking to me and I was not responding.
Oh my gosh.
And I slept on the bus ride there, and I slept on the bus ride back. Yeah, it was good.
That's insane.
I don't know what's wrong with me, because I normally am not like that.
Are you narcoleptic or something?
Honestly, I said that like 2 days ago, that I'm afraid, what if I am? Because I've been disgustingly tired at night.
Well, that's different.
No, but I just
Narcoleptic is like, boom, you're out.
No, but I had one of those moments where I was like, I don't sleep in like a car seat, like very well. Because I'm on a bus, we were in a big van, it was like comfortable. But if I'm in a car seat, like the head is weird, I can never get comfy. I fell asleep, I say in the passenger seat, I was not driving, it was parked, but I like reclined my seat, and I closed my eyes for like a second, and I was asleep.
Huh. I wish I could do that.
No, it's scary! Something's wrong.
Or something's very, very
Something's
right.
No, I think something's wrong.
I don't know. I just remember that one guy. What's his name? Ryan? Ryan something on TikTok? He's narcoleptic. And his craziest story is he fell asleep at the bottom of a pool.
Oh my god!
He was so
scared.
He was taking scuba diving lessons or something like that, and one of the instructions was they had to go down to the bottom of the pool and they had to do something. They had to stay down there, and they had the oxygen masks or whatever. Yeah. He fell asleep at the bottom of the pool.
That's so scary.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, I can't sleep anywhere other than like a bed. I can like half doze and like be out of it for like, but I'm still halfway awake. Like on planes or car rides or something, I can't fall totally asleep.
Car seats, I just can't get comfortable though.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when you were a kid, did you like sit on the bus, you put your head against the window, and you'd hit a bump? The worst. I used to always sleep on the bus. The same position every day. I'd put my knees up on the seat, and then I'd have my backpack, and I'd put my arm like this on the backpack and use it as a pillow. So good.
We would always turn around, be sitting backwards in the seat, have our legs crisscrossed on the seat, but have our butts like in between, like in the hanging open. Thought that was smart.
I don't think that would work for me for some reason. I think I would just slide through and my legs and my face would meet each other.
Oh, that's happened. It's that we didn't fall asleep that way or anything, but we would always sit like that, and yeah, we always got in trouble. So I mean, it's wicked dangerous, obviously, but I don't know. Hey, I just looked at my posters. Guess what's out now?
The Avatar thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on Netflix.
Yeah.
You gonna watch it? Yeah.
I started watching it.
And? You were telling me about how it was they changed.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. All the haters are getting hate for hating on it, but you know what?
What's hate?
The show for people who have not seen the original cartoon, if they're newcomers to Avatar, if anybody doesn't know anything about it and they're coming to see the new live action and they come across it and it looks good, they start it. It's fine. It's fine. In and of itself, it's fine. The CGI in a couple positions or a couple spots is meh. But the thing that is so frustrating for me is that as somebody who did watch the original cartoon and knows what should be, they changed and added things, which again, I'm all for creative liberties. Do what you want to do as long as you keep the true essence and the meat and potatoes of the story. As long as that's state, you can switch things up. You can make it work a little bit better for the medium that you're working with. But it was stated very clearly at one point in the entire show that airbenders can't fly. They can glide using airbending, and that's why Aang has his glider. In this show, they have him flying all by himself.
No.
Pardon? When it is explicitly said that they can't do that, why would you add it in that he can? And on top of that, why would you add it in that he can and then have the CGI for that specific thing be horrendous?
Oh no.
The CGI for him actually using his glider to fly around, that looks fine. Somehow it manages to look fine. But when he's flying on his own, it is horrendous CGI. Why would you add that in and just have it be garbage? Terrible decision. Not
That's
okay with
so
that.
stupid. I just feel like, why would you change something that's clearly laid out? They made it easy.
They made it easy. Like, you spent so much more time and money on something that was not necessary.
That's so
and
silly.
Explicitly actually the opposite of what if you should have been doing. So I'm like, okay, fail on that one. But again, if somebody had never seen the original and never heard that they said they can't do that, it's fine. It's whatever it is. But again, CGI kind of sucked. Whatever. But then...
How can CGI be bad nowadays?
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was
What the
so
heck?
bad. I don't know. I really don't know. And the directing, horrendous. The casting, superb. Superb casting. The acting is acceptable. And I say it's only acceptable because actors can only do so much with the absolute putrid writing that they are given. And the writing and directing, horrendous. The writing is just like stupendously stupid. Oh, it's awful.
It like a cartoon level, but like for like real actors kind of?
It's worse than cartoon. The writing in the cartoon Avatar was so natural. It felt real. Whereas the live action felt so stilted and so scripted that I'm like, why not just have the script in front of you and just read it? It would make more sense. At one point, they literally did, like, Gran was, like, reading the intro of the show to basically kind of give background. And it was just like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you just do the intro how it so many weird choices. And then, again, creative liberties, they took a couple different storylines of different episodes and combined them together, which I would be fine with if you didn't rush through it and if you kept the meat and potatoes of the actual storyline, because a lot of the storylines are super important. Like, for example, they combined the two stories. There's the Cave of Two Lovers, that was the creation, basically, of the city of Omashu. And then they combined it with, I believe it's the Eastern Air Temple. When Aang goes to the Eastern Air Temple, people forgive me if that's wrong. I can't remember if it's Eastern or Western. I think it's Eastern. He goes, he knows after visiting the Southern Air Temple that he is the last airbender. He saw the destruction and everything, but he hasn't come to terms with it. He hasn't been able to accept it yet. And so they go to the Eastern Air Temple. He sees people flying around. He thinks, oh my gosh, I'm not actually the last airbender. He gets so excited. He has that uplifting of hope. And then he gets closer and realizes, oh, these aren't actual airbenders. These are just people who have inhabited my old home. And then he gets to know them more. And not only did he have the hope and then the crushing reality that he is in fact the last airbender, but on top of that, he comes to find out that his entire history of his people is being wiped out by these inhabitants who are desecrating his old home. And he's angry about it. And so that episode was so pivotal in him coming to terms with the fact that he has lost everybody, that he is the last one, that he has this entire responsibility that he cannot share with anybody else, and that his entire history is being wiped out. And it's that grief and that mourning and that anger that he has in that episode to be able to come to terms with. But because they overlapped those two episodes together, they lost the meat and potatoes of that. He never had his chance to really come to terms with it and grieve because he was focused on other issues that that episode didn't have time to deal with. And then on top of that, with the Cave of Two Lovers, that was pivotal in Aang and Katara's relationship, because that was kind of when they start showing the feelings for one another. Aang kind of sort of acts on his crush toward Katara and everything, and she's still trying to figure things out. Whatever. So that episode was kind of pivotal in setting up a part of their foundational relationship. But Aang was elsewhere in this combined episode in the live action. He was somewhere else. And it was Sokka and Katara, brother and sister, going through the Cave of Two Lovers, and I'm like, weird! And then again, it was just like, but I will say I was nervous there for a second. Had they not put in the song, I would have righted. I would have absolutely... Again, the show for what it is, in and of itself, is fine for, again, newcomers. But had they not put in the song, I would have rioted. They did, though. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Through the mountains! Secret tunnel! So yeah, they put that in there, so I was fine with it.
Good.
But yeah, they combined it in a way that just, they lost the essence of what those episodes needed to make it just look good, and they moved it too fast. And the Cabbage Man was there. The original voice of the Cabbage Man, he was actually a cabbage merchant, and he got his moment. He got his, my cabbages! So that was great. But anywho, I stopped watching it like episode 4 or something, because also, I don't know why they decided to take out Aang going into his avatar state and using waterbending to not wipe out, but to escape from the ship after he's captured in the southern southern water tribe. Zuko comes, quote unquote, captures Aang and gives himself up. But anyway, they're on the ship. Sokka and Katara come to rescue him, and while they're all fighting, Aang's fighting to get off the ship and everything, he falls into the water. Katara freaks out. He goes into avatar state. He uses waterbending to get away. All that's good stuff. Nope, none of that happened. He just left, and
That's so stupid.
Katara used one shot of waterbending to get rid of a fireball coming out, and I'm like, again, that was such a pivotal moment for Aang, because that kind of sets, again, the foundation of him coming to terms with who he is and what he has to do, and the fact that he is scared. He is a kid, and he is scared of the power and the responsibility that he has been given, and then you're going to take that moment out, and you're going to suddenly make Katara a waterbending master enough to be able to fight off a huge fireball? Pardon? I don't get it.
That's too much.
I don't get the decisions here. I don't get it.
It's stupid.
I don't get it.
It's dumb.
But, like, this live action was supposed to be... It's not for the kids. It's not for the newcomers. It's for us who have been waiting and wanting it and thriving on this show for so long. And then they just... Okay. So then I have to backtrack. And I'm like, okay, so it's not actually for us. It is for newcomers who have absolutely no idea how amazing the original show is. So I hope people...
It could have been so good, though. Like, it's so disappointing.
Yeah. Just give the people what they want, and it would be good. But... in saying that, we saw it coming when the creators left. Because of creative differences. I'm like, that in and of itself was enough of a cue to be like, okay, this is not going to go our way. But it's okay, because we're actually getting more cartoon, more storyline, because the creators have actually, they branched off, they did Avatar Studios, and now we're getting a movie of the young adult gang in 2025. Super pumped about that. And it's from the original creators, which means it's going to be perfection. So yeah. Now my rant is over. We're good. Is everyone tired of hearing my voice now?
No, that's
I am.
That's why they're here.
I'm tired of it.
That's what we're here for.
What about you?
What about me?
Have you absorbed any great media recently? That was a really weird way to say, have you watched any good shows?
I've been watching Disenchantment a lot. I hear they're making a new Phineas and Ferb or something.
What?
Yeah. The creator has like a TikTok and he...
Like a reboot?
Yes.
Aren't they making a reboot of something else too? There's a reboot. What is it? I don't know. They were making reboots of different things and I can't remember. And then I got lost in thought again. Sorry. So the books that I was reading that kept us from doing the proper schedule. What am I saying?
Oh yeah, what were you up reading?
Okay, so I was up till like 3 a.m. reading this book series because I could not put it down. It was so good. And that was the night before. This is clarification for the people listening, not you.
Wait, wasn't it so funny that we were both up at 3 a.m.?
You were scrolling through TikTok and it was like 3 a.m. And I'm just like, yeah, I think we need to reschedule tomorrow's recording because I'm going to be a zombie. And you're like,
okay, good.
That's fine. That's fine. So it worked out. But yeah, it's those 3 books right up there. The Prison Healer trilogy by, I think it's Lynette Noni.
Mm-hmm.
Noni. So good. So good. The last book had me flipping out. I was like, I'm not mentally stable enough for this ride of emotions that I'm going through. I was actually quite literally physically winded by how many twists and turns. I couldn't keep up with it because every other page was just like truth bomb, twist and turn, betrayal. I'm like, oh my gosh. I couldn't keep up with it. And then, after so many twists and turns, you'd think you'd see it coming. You don't. You don't. At least I don't, because I know a lot of readers, when they're reading, they'll dive into it, they'll start picking it apart, they'll figure it out, and they'll try to start making connections. I don't think past whatever it is that I'm reading in that exact moment, because I like to be surprised and everything, so I don't think too hard about it. I just let it come and let it happen. Yeah. And let me tell you, if this is the series for just the let it come peoples, this is it, because it's just like, boom, truth, poof, twist, boom, here it is. I'm like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. It's great. It was great. And I was addicted, and I couldn't stop reading it, and I was dying. I was so tired, but I was like, I have to know. I need answers.
I would have fallen asleep with it in my hand.
I've done that, but this was too good. My adrenaline was pumping. Yeah.
Wow.
You know that one meme of, like, the skeleton chair that has, like, the psychedelic colors in the background?
No.
That's what I felt like.
Over a book with words
No, it's
on
also
it.
like that one meme is just like when you're completely and totally exhausted, but then you inhale a bunch of caffeine, and so now it's just like you're exhausted and fast.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it
I
felt.
get that. That's how caffeine always makes me feel.
Yeah, I stopped with
Just like physically awake, but mentally not.
yeah.
Don't love that.
No, I'm the other way around.
Mentally awake, but physically tired?
Uh-huh. Like I can't shut down, but my body is done. Yeah. Not a good time.
I wish I could be a kid and like have a day of like being in the pool and then come home and go to bed. So hard. Don't you love didn't you love when you were a kid and like you just had like a long day of playing and you get in bed and you like pass out?
Oh, I know. Our coach of softball always got real angry when people would go swimming before practice. He could tell.
Oh.
He could tell. Because you're just exhausted. It just saps every bit of energy out of you, and your muscles are mush after that. And so you get to
a sandwich and then boom.
get to softball practice, and you do one lap. He's like, "Why'd you go swimming today?" And I'm like, "I didn't." He's like, "Yes, you did." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
That's actually terrifying. You could tell. Why'd you go swimming today?
Oh my gosh, it's hot.
Love swimming.
Yeah. I remember my brother tried to drown me one time. I told about that.
Yeah.
I almost killed him. He almost killed me. It's brother-sisterly love. That's how it goes.
Bro, I always wanted a brother. I said this last week, but I always wanted a brother.
I don't think I ever wanted a sister.
We're not sister people.
You are sister people, though.
But I don't feel like one. You know what I mean? Do I give vibes that I have a sister?
I'm the wrong person to ask because I know your sister. I've met her, so I can't not see you as not having a sister.
Yeah.
You don't seem like a brother person, though. No. Nope. Nope. Maybe you are the brother spirit.
Maybe.
Maybe you're the brother energy in the house.
I could see that.
There you go. Take of that of what you will.
No, that's good for me, I think.
Dang,
it's going fast. How's your poop?
So it was in fact the water poisoning me.
You're better now?
I'm better now.
Yo!
Yeah.
That's great news.
I have to actually refill my water bottle, so I have to take that to my aunt's house and get her good water. Because I ain't got good water here. But yeah. No, we're...
So what are you doing? You're just getting water from her house and then...
I bought a couple jugs of water. And then I don't want to keep buying water because that's stupid. So I'm just going to take them to my aunt's house and refill at hers.
Smart.
She got that good water. I don't know.
When you called it, what did you call it last week? Like slime or something?
I
or
did.
Like,
the water's slimy here.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
I'm stupid for not putting it together sooner than that. Took me like 3 years, dude.
You've been having these like poop problems and now... And you told me it was good to drink.
See, I think we've established that I talk out my butt a whole lot. That's one of those instances where I'm just saying
it was
things.
good. You were like, oh yeah, they clean the every...
They do. They treat the water, but they treat
water.
it too much.
Oh.
Wonder if that'll show up
Wow.
on camera. On camera?
On camera?
What? On audio. That was a good crack. Woo! No, and you know what? I will defend myself in saying when I said that it was good, I meant that it tasted good.
Did it?
I like the taste of the water here, don't get me wrong.
What does it taste like?
Like good water.
Oh.
Not that Dasani crap.
Hate Dasani.
Hate Dasani.
I hate bottled water in general.
The jugs that I bought were like Poland Spring or something. I wish I could describe the texture of that water.
Oh, God.
Because I hope this
is
makes
it
sense
sharp?
to somebody. It's very round.
In a good way?
In a I'm not used to it way. It's fine.
I
The
don't like
texture
when
of that water
sharp.
is... When you say sharp, do you mean...
Like pointy.
No, I mean, like,
No,
do you
like-
mean the taste or the texture?
I don't know.
Or the temperature?
Maybe both. There are just sometimes when I drink, it's usually bottled water that I usually don't get. So, like, Dasani, something like that. And it kind of just, like, hits you in the throat.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You kind of get, like, a sore throat from it.
Uh-huh.
It tastes like a watered-down version of how, like, amusement park ride water, like, the parts of the Caribbean, like, water smells. It tastes like a diluted version of that, so it's, like, very pungent, like, punch you in the throat, like, give you a little bit of a sore throat. Sharp.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of bottled water does to me.
I get it. This bottle of water is round. It's round.
It's so stupid.
I
Wait, okay,
can't describe it any way other than
Do
that.
you do, like, the thing where you're, like, Thursday is orange or whatever? Like, do you
Yes.
have that? Okay, what are yours?
Oh, I have to, okay. So, Thursday, orange, November.
Yes. Is Thanksgiving in there as well? Because I throw in Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is kind of blue to me for some reason.
Thanksgiving is on Thursday.
Yeah, no, that doesn't,
And in November.
Mm-mm.
They go together
Thanksgiving
for me.
itself is blue for some reason.
That's super weird.
I
I'm
know.
wrong.
What else? 5 plus 5 equals 25.
Red?
Blue.
No!
Blue.
Wow!
Or yellow, depending on the day.
Wow. Fives give red and the letter A to me. And, like, Wednesday.
5. Wednesday is red.
Would
to
you
me.
say that 7 times 7 equals 49 is also yellow?
Yellow.
Yes.
Yes.
But also Thursday.
No. Thursday's orange.
Yeah, but, like, Thursday gives me, like, a Thanksgiving. Yellow, brown, orange. Fall colors kind of vibe.
Mm-mm.
I get that. So, 7 times 7 is 49 is yellow, falls into Thursday for me. Did I say 39? 49.
I zoned out for a second. Say that again.
Because Thursday is, like, fall colors, 7 times 7 equals 49 being yellow falls into Thursday.
Tuesday.
Weird.
Yeah. But you know what's also weird? You said 39. 39 is
I
like
didn't mean
a
39.
purplish
49.
maroon red.
Ooh.
39 is like a maroon color.
Okay, let's go
Yeah.
through the alphabet. What color is each letter? A.
Oh.
A is red for me.
Red.
Yeah. Blue. Blue. B is blue for me.
B is blue.
C.
Yellow.
Yellow or green? I'll go yellow.
I want to say yellow.
D.
Orange. And which really sucks because orange is like my least favorite color, and that's my initial, but it's orange.
Yellow, I think, is my least favorite. Or orange.
E.
I don't think I have much past that. Other than,
E?
like, Q is purple.
Yeah, I can
And
get
XYZ is, like,
P,
yellow,
P is
green.
pink. Little on the nose, but P is pink.
Yeah.
E is a light blue. F is a dark blue. G.
Oh, F is orange for me, I think.
Really? It's dark blue to me.
I don't know if I have blue anywhere. Which is weird.
My question is, when you picture the calendar months, how do you picture it in your head?
Like, a set of, like, I'll show you. The weeks, right? 4 of them. Even though I think in my head it's longer for some reason. Like the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 30 or whatever. Like this.
So
Okay.
blocks, like if you take a
Chunks.
calendar chunk and put them out next to each other, like rows of 3,
Yeah.
4 rows of
Like
3.
how it maybe be like in a planner.
Mine is so weird. Mine is so weird. Get
Is
ready
it
for
like
this.
one like it's a circle and like
No.
parts are bigger or
No,
something?
no. So basically, take your calendar months, your square calendar months, put them all side by side, big long line, but whatever month it is, that is bigger.
Bigger
But they're all-
physically or because it's like zoomed, like because it's
Almost like
closer?
like a
distorted.
concave, like a distorted concave. It's like, it's not just that one, that square is bigger, but instead all of them are connected and it's like a rounded, bigger kind of thing. It's
Like
like
you have a magnifying glass in front of it.
Yes. And the magnifying glass moves along the row.
I can see it. I see it.
It's like so weird.
And it like is distorting as it's like coming in.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, I get that.
That is exactly it. And kind of this, not the same. My weeks that I picture, I have the week, Saturday and Sunday being like the bookends blocked. And then the middle of the week is like smaller, but then the blocks at either end. Yeah. Yeah.
This makes me laugh so hard.
What?
Because it's so arbitrary. It's so funny. Okay, what color is each month for you?
Oh, that's a hard one.
I feel like I have this pretty well laid out, I think.
January, orange. February, blue. March is like a greenish blue.
Wow.
April is yellow. May is a light blue. June is also orange. July is like orangish yellow. That's the thing. Orange is so prevalent. I don't like orange and yellow, but it's everywhere.
See, that's so weird because green and blue are not prevalent for me, but I love those colors.
Yeah.
Why don't I have them involved more?
Yeah. August is kind of like a reddish orange.
Mm-hmm.
September, red. October, almost like a blackish blue. Like a dark, deep blue.
Wow.
November is, again, depending on my mood, it's more green or gray. December, why is December like blank to me?
It might be.
December is almost
Maybe it's
like
white.
I think it's more black. December's like black. I don't know.
Mine is January's blue.
Oh.
February is light blue.
Yeah, okay.
March is green.
Okay.
April is purple. I'm gonna wait. Am I?
I have like no purple.
May is pink. June
Ooh, I don't like that.
is like May, June, July, August is like the just deeper shades of purple. So it's like pink to purple, like ombre. September, green, yellow. I don't know. October. I always forget October.
Wow.
October is orange.
Yeah.
November is like a yellow, brown, burnt like poop color. December is like probably also blue.
Yeah. You know what's very weird to me? When in comparison to the whole month, like I said, November, when in comparison to all the other months, is like a greenish gray kind of thing. But when we were comparing it to other things, not comparing it, but categorizing it, when you take November in and of itself, it's orange.
Yeah.
And like I said, like other numbers and whatever. Alone, it's orange. With everything else, green and gray. So weird. So weird. I don't know. We could go on with this forever. I think
like
we should.
that.
Yeah.
I like this.
I
trying to think of other
like
things.
the vibes of things.
What do you do? Okay, for school. I love this question.
How?
I
Oh,
love this question.
this is
What color are
fight
your
worthy.
folders for school?
Yeah.
I'll say mine. I'm gonna forget a subject though. Okay, I have to say, religion. Whenever I had a religion class, it was always purple.
Okay.
So purple is taken by
Okay.
religion. I think that's an obvious one though.
I mean, not everybody had religion classes.
But
so-
if you were gonna have religion, it's gonna be purple, right?
Yeah.
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 Purple. Okay. Science is green. Obviously.
Duh.
Now here's where it starts to get blurry.
Oh,
We have
here,
two
it's
glasses.
just downhill from here.
I see. I'm not even sure what I'm satisfied with, so I will say this: history, yellow.
History and social studies is yellow.
See, math and English, I kind of could go either way. I guess I'll say math is red, English is blue, but neither of them really sit right with me.
Those are interchangeable to me.
And then I don't know what other subjects there are.
What other?
Is that all that there are, really?
What is there?
Gym?
What? No. We had. What did we have? I don't know. But yeah.
You agree?
I agree.
Nice.
Yeah. Green. I mean, science, green. Duh. I don't think there's anybody. If anybody ever argues that, you're just wrong. You're wrong. You're screwed up in the head.
Yeah, it's green.
Yeah. See, my thing is, I had a book cover for my math that was multicolored and had all these like little square multicolor whatever. And so that I think has completely skewed my ability to associate it with any specific one color because math is that specific book cover.
Why do we have to get book socks?
You know what really frustrated me is the fact that my mom never wanted to spend money on the book socks, so she did the whole paper bag thing, and people would make fun of you for the paper bag thing. And I'm like, pardon, that's actually fantastic. I can make my own.
Also, it's really cute.
It's so cute. It's so much more
I did it when I was in college. I didn't have to wrap them, but I did just for fun, and I like had little drawings that I had done that I like pasted on, and I'd write the name of the book on it, and it was so cute.
I think we've gotten to a place in society where that is more acceptable now, but when I was in school, no, you had to have like the stretchy elastic, you had to buy them, and I'm like,
stupid.
Dumb.
What's the point? The books look awful either way.
Yeah.
It's not protecting them.
And half the time, the stretchy book socks ones, they didn't even cover everything properly. They were really thin. They weren't doing anything other than just wasting your money. And so the paper ones actually did a better job of protecting.
Would you like drag a mechanical pencil, not without it out, and it would like, and it would like pull on it and ripple it?
Yes.
Yeah. Or the eraser.
Yep.
And it would pull on it and it would like bump.
Yep. Yeah. That's it. I don't think I love the thought of like people doing the videos of like, I can't be the only one. Like, trust me, you are not. Humans are not special.
I know,
that's a terrible way of putting it. But we are not unique. We are very similar creatures. There's not a unique thought that you've had that someone else hasn't had.
Does that suck though?
It does suck because I feel like any kind of creative work, someone else probably has done it, just not put it out there.
Yeah. Lame. We're all sheep. There's too many of us.
There is.
There's too many jobs.
Come again?
Too many jobs exist. Titles of jobs. There's too many. Too many jobs, I think. Too many options. We don't need all of them. That's how I feel. Someone will come on my TikTok and they're like, oh, I'm a da-da-da. And I'm like, do we need that?
Do we? I mean, if it's a job, I guess we do. If it works. I don't know. I don't know where to... I don't know what to tell you. When you said there's not enough jobs, I'm like, jobs are subsequently being replaced by AI and by machines and by self-checkouts.
I do love a self-checkout, though.
I like it when you have just a few items. People who are doing full cart loads at Aldi.
It definitely takes way longer.
Please move.
Yeah.
And the Aldi, they're like, Aldi employees are top tier level employees.
I applied to Aldi when I was in high school. They're
just above and beyond what an employee should be. They do everything to the 100 degree. I've never seen it's
because they can sit down when they're cashing out.
And it's more efficient.
It makes
and when they're not cashing out, they are out doing other things. They're not just sitting around waiting. Like, they have their jobs to do. They know what they need to do, and they get it done.
Yeah,
and they do it efficiently. And my thing is, like, yeah, people will go to the self-checkout, and they're just like, beep. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. Beep. All they're just like, boom, 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 beep, 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 beep. Let's go. Love it. So jealous.
And it's nice they don't have to bag stuff. Right, you bag your own stuff at like the end.
Yeah, but you get out of people's way. Yeah.
It's efficient. I do like that.
That's a good... And because of the way they set up their stores, that's why they can be cheaper. One, like Trader Joe's blasts like popular music. That's why everything's so expensive there. They got to pay for the royalties to play the music. And so the prices of the groceries go up because they're covering that.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah. Aldi doesn't play music because they don't have to, because the overhead cost of playing music, they don't have to cover that. Things could be cheaper.
Wait. So you're not supposed to play music? Like,
You can.
but you have to pay.
You have to pay for it.
Like who?
The owner of the music. Like the record company that owns the music.
Oh.
You pay them to play people's music, like in your stores and stuff. And because they're paying to play music, that means they have to find the money somewhere. And so that means groceries are more expensive. Aldi doesn't play music. They don't have the overhead cost of the royalties for that. So they don't have to cover the cost of it with the food. And also, the stocking that they do, they literally just put the pallets out. They open them up and put it out rather than wasting their time and money on paying people to set it up and like, brilliant. And so then if things need to shuffle around, you just pick up the entire pallet. It's brilliant. But not like full pallet. Like, have you been to Sam's Club or like BJ's, Costco or whatever? Mm-hmm. Half their pallets are like still wrapped and you have to like fight through it, I feel like.
You should be able to bring a knife in there and just a machete.
Or their pallets are like it's a bulk buying and everything, which is for bigger families, but like Costco has some things that I'm just one person. I just want one person size.
Right.
And so that's the nice thing about Aldi is like you can pick up a full pallet or you can just pick up one. Brilliant.
In Europe, I don't know. I saw it was in Italy. I don't know all of where this happens, but like, say you have like a case of water bottles. If you just want one, you can open it up and buy one water bottle.
Really?
Or like whatever it is.
Well, that's the thing with like grapes, because it's by the weight, the already prepackaged of grapes, if you want one that has more, you can take grapes and stuff from other packages.
Because you're going to weigh it.
Because you're going to weigh it. It's by weight.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Weigh your organic bananas. That's a lady at Wegmans. To self-checkout. That's how she talks. Weigh your Hungarian pepper.
Yeah, that's annoying. I'm also annoyed. I'm not going to say their name because I'm no free advertisements. But I do a food service box thing, and they've been sending me pretty abysmal produce.
Oh.
I'm like, it's already half rotten by the time it gets to me. I'm like, pardon? I'm paying entirely too much money. I'm going to the next shipment. I'm going to just say, I'm like, I'm paying entirely too much money for you to send me half rotten produce.
Do you want to hear about this customer that came in the other day?
Do I?
It's kind of traumatic.
Sure.
This guy comes into Ace, and I barely noticed him come in, but I guess everybody kind of noticed him because he came in and he goes, "Brr," and then he like walks in. Well, I guess I didn't see this because I was busy, but I guess he said "brr," and then he like stuck his tongue out at like me and the other cashier who were up there. She saw it. So he goes, "Brr," and I heard him say that and I like laughed, and then he like walked in. Well, I'm like cashing people out, time is going by, and I like did not see him leave. So he was still in the back. He was talking employees' ears off.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time. And I keep like, da-da-da, I'm busy, I look at the clock, he's still not up here, like he's still back there talking to people. And I didn't remember what he looked like, but when he came up, I knew it was him. Because there was an air about him that he was about to talk my ear off.
Hopefully.
So he comes up, and I smile at him because I smile at everybody. And he was like, "You know, I came in here with one goal." And the cashier with me knows that he's about to talk her ear off. So she is like on her phone. She's very like dismissive of this guy. Like she's trying to give him as little attention as possible just so that he doesn't talk to her. I have way more patience, apparently. So he's like, "I came in, I had one goal." Do you hear that? And to her, one goal, to make both of you ladies smile. I made her smile, me. He's like, "What about you?" And she is like not giving him anything. She just looks at him with a blank face, like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like, "You know, I was a firefighter, and I was also a pirate. And me and my pirate friends would go around with clown noses and wigs, and we try to make people laugh, try to make people smile, da da da. And we have like a little American flag like sitting in a cup holder, and he's like, "You see that flag? Do you know what that represents? Don't you love this country? Isn't this an amazing country to be in?" And he is just like going. And he pulls out his wallet, he's like, "I'm gonna show you a magic trick, it's gonna flip open." And he just like flips his wallet open, and there's like an American flag in there. And he's like, "This is a country, da da da," right? And so he's just like talking, and I'm just like listening. But then I started to get confused because he says, well, another customer came up, and so he had to move out of the way so I could help the other customer, and then he moved back in front of me. He goes, "Do you see what I did just there? Did you see what just happened? It's called social awareness." He goes, "It's called social awareness. Places like these depend on the flow of the store. You have to keep the flow going. It's crucial for stores like these that there's a good flow. So, let's say that a customer was..." No, listen, this literally gets crazy. He goes,
the social awareness that he does not
listen,
have.
I'm still like, what happened? Because he goes, let's say there was a customer that was going to be in here for a long time, like talking to people. You would have to maybe ask him to leave if he was disrupting the flow of the store. If he was a real creep, you might have to call the police. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to call the police if there was a creep in here? And I'm just like nodding and smiling. Like, I don't
You know what? Let's go ahead and find out. I'll do that now.
Seriously. Oh my God. And he goes, "No, I'm not a creep. If you knew my family, I have kids, they know I'm not a creep. I'm just a nice guy. But if there was a creep in here, da da da."
That's what a creep would say.
And and he finishes it with, "I just want to let you know that if I've done something here that has crossed the line for you, I do want to apologize." And he goes, "Be well." And he walks out the door. And I go, what just happened? What just happened? Was that like a meta lesson of itself? Was that a test? Was I supposed to kick him out? I don't know. He was so weird. And the eye contact was so intense. Because he would look at me while he was talking, and I would like look away, like listen to it, and he would like, it was still right there, no blinking.
Oh my God.
It was like intimidating, like it was like challenging almost.
Oh my good gravy.
And he was like probably 50, 60. I literally don't know what happened. Was that a test? Because he was like commenting on like what exactly he was doing. Was I supposed to kick him out? The people in the back said that he talked to them for like 45 minutes. About like nothing.
I can't handle people. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Mind blown. I don't know. I had to hang up on a customer one time. I think I talked about it before when I was working at the bookstore.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I didn't know it. Everybody else knew about this creepo who would call and, wank off to the sound of other people's voices as talking about tickle torture. Had no idea. Manager cues onto the fact of who I'm actually talking to. And then does like this side, like, "Hey Danielle, I need your help with this." And then I'm like, "I'm so sorry, nice. I have to go." Boom. Hang up.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was...
I was hoping that someone was going to call me back in that moment. Because he was up there for a while.
At some point, we just got to be like, "You know what? I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I have to get to other things."
That was a thing that there was nothing to like... for me to escape into, except for that one customer that came up.
Usually I'm not one to condone lying, but at some point you just lie and say, "I have to go do this."
Yeah.
Oh, wow. People are fascinatingly...
gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really gross.
Self-awareness is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
I hate when people talk too much.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, like, this is a podcast. That's why we're here. Time and place. If I'm a cashier and I don't know you, why are you telling me about when you were a pirate with your friends? I don't care. I make $16 an hour.
Yeah.
I don't care.
One of my clients, she is a bundle of joy. Very, very energetic joy. To the point where I don't know exactly how to handle her because I have a hard time matching that energy. I'm nowhere near that kind of level. So I just kind of let her go, let her do her thing. Like, the first half of her massage, she just talked about her brother and his adventures in buying a car. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, it's fine if you want to talk about that. That's totally fine if that's what's on your mind and everything. But what... How do I say this nicely? What makes you think I care? What? Yeah. I'm like, again, you do, like, I'm gonna let anybody talk about anything they want to talk about, but why would I care?
I would never. Like, I would never just, like, disclose information to a stranger.
It's not, I'm like...
Like, if someone's like, how's your day? I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, and then tell them why it's bad. I will lie. I will say it's great. Because why would I tell them that?
Yeah, I think everybody's just trying to get free therapy. And I ain't no therapist, so nope. I ain't your vent sesh. Like, again, that's fine. Just don't
I'm not
please
even
don't
good
expect
at
me
caring,
to respond.
Though. I'm not even good at caring, pretending to care.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, just do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm good at it because my grandma's a yapper.
You've got practice then?
Yeah.
I will say that my solitude has definitely been detrimental to my ability to handle and cope with people and being able to properly socialize and fake it.
Some old people are wonderful, though.
Yeah.
Some old people are really cool and really nice. Some of them suck. I tell you about this guy that came in, and I have to ask if they have like a rewards thing.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just say, like, do you have a phone number with us? Because people just give me their phone number, and I look it up. So I go, do you have a phone number with us? And he goes, I don't have a phone! And he's, like, laughing like a crazy person. I'm like, I love you. And he didn't have a phone. At all.
Wow.
He's come in, like, twice now, and I haven't put the face to, like, the situation, but I go, do you have a phone number? He goes, I don't have a phone. And he, like, laughs his head off.
You know what's crazy to me? Like, I got my first cell phone when I was 16 years old. So I went 16 years...
What were we doing?
Without a phone. And I managed. But I don't remember how.
I don't know what I was doing.
How did I function without a phone? Because now, if I leave the house without the phone, I'm like, I'm doomed. I'm doomed for the day. I cannot cope without a phone anymore. And it sucks so bad. Especially after I saw a TikTok of this girl. The AT&T shutdown that happened the other day. She was lost. She was somewhere she didn't know. She's crying.
What happened to my mom?
She goes up to a drive-thru and she's like, I need help. Can you please? And I'm like, that is me nowadays. That's all of our society. That if people wanted to get to us, they just shut down the grid and we're doomed. We are doomed.
Do you want to do like a flip phone summer or something?
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know. It's like trendy. Like, girls will just have a flip phone for the summer. And like a disposable camera. And that's it.
To kind of like get back to the basics of functioning.
Yeah.
Problem with that is that my entire business is on my phone.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So I kind of can't do that.
And also this. Oh, Eric's calling me. Shoot. Don't you know I have a podcast? How's it still recording? Anyway.
What do you want? Oh, you didn't answer, so I don't know.
I didn't answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I functioned without a phone. I wish I could remember and get back to it. But then yesterday I was sitting here for several hours just like scrolling through TikTok. And that's the thing, you don't notice time going by. And I'm like, what a freaking waste. I could have done so much.
Yes. But in a way, I think that humans have kind of always done that. We would just probably be doing something else. Like knitting or watching birds or something.
Just a less technological...
We're always kind of the same way. Because I saw someone say, like, oh, how our attention spans are worse because we're like doing multiple things at the same time. Like, you know, like we have to eat and like watch TV at the same time or whatever. And the guy was like, I think it was Vsauce. He's like, yeah, but back in the day they would like talk and watch birds at the same time, or like it was just kind of different, a different form.
Well, I love the picture of, you know, boomers complaining about how our generations are always on their phone, nobody talks to each other, but then you see, you know, boomers when they were younger on the train, all with their faces in their newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a different form of distraction.
Yeah, exactly. I think we were probably just wasting time in other ways.
Yeah.
I don't know, playing with like hoops on a stick or something, probably. Rolling dice. I don't know.
I will say though, I will say that while yes, we still just distract ourselves in different ways, that I think the reality of our own presence has kind of dissipated. Yeah. Because we are so spread thin in other people's lives because of how prevalent social media is, and
that's not good.
How widely you are connected with everybody, and while you are widely connected with everybody, you're actually not intrinsically connected to them because it's all so superficial. We're spread so thin.
Quality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so no one actually knows how to be by themselves anymore. Nobody knows how to distract themselves if, again, we don't know how to survive anymore without technology. We have no idea how we would communicate with, you know, if technology went down, how would I get in contact with my family in Ohio? And I'm like, oh, wait a second. Letters do exist still. That's a thing that can happen.
For now.
But But
see, even the postal system is probably mostly like an online situation where they have to like log what their... Right?
I have no idea how the postal system works.
I don't know.
You know what I want to know? Way back when, Pony Express kind of thing.
Bro, impressive.
So impressive. Because this was before we had pictures and television and quick contact, and you knew what everybody looked like and how to find them and whatever. And so when you write out a letter, you hand it to a post boy, he hops on his horse and he goes gallivanting across the country. It's kind of a miracle
that it made it.
How do you find the person? It's like a homing pigeon kind of thing. How do you train a pigeon to know where to go and who to find? Like, how the heck do you know?
It's impressive that they got stuff through.
I bet probably there's a lot of issues because that's why they had to code so many things, because somebody could say, oh yeah, I'm this person. You're not that person.
Yeah.
You just take a letter that doesn't belong to you. I don't know how it functioned, but like crazy.
It's impressive.
Simpler times, man. Simpler times. That's why it blows my mind. Have you watched Outlander at all?
No.
Absolutely blows my mind that this woman who lives in through like the 40s and the World War II, blah blah blah, and then she also goes back into her normal time, so she's living through the 50s and 60s and I think closer to the 70s, but then she goes way back in time into the 1700s, right, yeah, in the mid 1700s and everything. I'm like, how did you cope with losing everything of your time period? You know, I'm like, it's crazy to me. Like, Claire had to go back, and then she was trained as a doctor in her own time, and then she goes back, and she's trying to do all these doctorly things, but with the time periods kind of supplies and she figured out how to make her own penicillin, but penicillin had actually not yet been invented.
Oh, shit.
But she had to figure out, and I'm like, I would just lay down and die. I can't. I would not be able to cope. Oh my gosh, I would not be able to cope in any capacity. So much so that because of the storm last night, we lost power a couple times. And I'm talking we lost power for a couple minutes. Couple minutes here and there. I spiraled. I'm like, I can't read my book. I can't even open my fridge without letting all the cold air out. And then everything's going to go bad. And I spiraled. And I'm like, what are we going to do? It was for a couple minutes,
Do you have any of those little book lights?
I don't.
I see them all the time, and I want to get one for you. And I'm like, oh, she definitely has it already.
I don't. Why do I need a book light when I have electricity? Oh, but then for the few minutes that I don't have electricity, then I'm freaking out.
You could, like, be in bed in the dark with a book and have it illuminated.
I don't read in bed. My arms go asleep. If I'm trying to hold them up, it's just perfectly...
You need, like, a...
that thing
that... book holder.
The book arm thing.
An arm to come in front of your face and hold it for you.
Yeah. Or those glasses. Have you seen those glasses? That are like the angled
yes.
thing, and so I could just be laying flat.
You do need those, though, for crocheting.
Why?
It's supposed to be better for you to not be looking down at it, to just be like this. You could lay down and be looking down at it.
I haven't crocheted in a while. I've been caught up in other things.
Better, bigger, better things.
Bigger, better thing. Oh my gosh! So me and Natalie went to the Sabres versus Carolina Hurricanes game on this past Sunday.
Okay.
What? Such a good game. Such a good game. Sort of. It was a fun game. And it was a very good game. The referees sucked butt, though. Oh my gosh. It was in Buffalo. We went to Buffalo on Sunday.
Oh, shoot.
And and Carolina's doing really good this season. They're doing good. And so I told Natalie before we even left, I'm like, listen, we're going to get walloped, dude. Just be prepared. We're going to get walloped probably. Because Buffalo Sabres, while I love them, they haven't been doing all that great. And like I said, Canes have been doing good. So I'm prepared to just have a good time, be in the hockey rink, like, just because it's just fun. It's just a fun sport to watch. But I knew we were probably going to lose. No, we didn't. Oh my gosh. They were fighting for it. You knew they wanted it. They were going so hard at it and everything.
That's awesome.
And they kept it pretty even for a long time. And then it ended up being 1-1, and you could just tell they were wanting it. And then towards the end of the third period, it's crunch time, baby. It's like under 10 minutes left. Carolina scores. And we're all like, oh, here it comes. Like, oh, this is not good. What are we going to do? And then there were two horrendous calls, absolutely horrendous calls. At one point, freaking Buffalo got the penalty because of goaltender interference, but it was the freaking Canes guy who rammed our Buffalo player into the goaltender. Our player was trying to stop, and this guy was full momentum, just rammed into it, and then we got the penalty? Pardon? So yeah, we ended up getting the penalty. Everybody was pissed. The entire arena was chanting, "Ref, you suck." It was beautiful. It was such a beautiful moment. I was like, I'm going to have to look up this online later on just to hear it on camera because it was just brilliant. And then not long after that, after the penalty kill, we scored again. It's just like, fine, you're going to call a horrible call on us. We're just going to score and in your face kind of thing.
That's awesome.
And then another time, the chant started up again, "Ref, you suck," because Kane's guy flat out tripped our goalie. Just full on. Foot against foot. Trip. Goalie on ground. No call. What?
So stupid.
Are you... What? So yeah, the entire crowd was chanting and everything, and it was such a good crowd. We were so in it. Everyone... just like energy, right? And then we get into overtime, because it was 2-2 at that point. We get into overtime. They managed to hold them off and everything, and I'm freaking out. I'm not mentally stable enough for a shootout, especially after the trauma that the 12-round shootout for the Pens, that game, can't do a shootout. I'm freaking out. I'm telling my friend Natalie, and I'm like, kill me. I can't do this. I'm freaking out. I'm sweating. I'm shaking. I don't like this. And so we get into the shootout, and we go do the 3 rounds. Nothing happens. We score on the 4th round, and then here it comes. Like, this is the make it or break it, and UPL, man, he pulled it off. He blocked the 4th round overtime, or not overtime, but shootout, and he just like
That's so fun.
UPL, dude, oh my gosh, and entire place went absolutely berserk. It was fantastic. And then afterward, the players all saluted the crowd, because when it's a good crowd and they salute, it's just like, it was such a fun game. It was so awesome.
Oh, that's
so awesome. I walked in there, I will admit, I really thought we were going to lose, because Canes are doing pretty good. I really thought, and they pulled it off, baby. Oh my gosh. And then, to top it off, we were watching the game live, the Buffalo game, and then I had on my phone the Pens game that was going on, because that was also happening at the same time, and I wanted to watch that. They managed to pull out. It was against the Flyers, and no go on the Flyers. No go on the Flyers. We managed to pull it off. It was a rough game. Oh my god, it was like 6-7, and I'm like, I hate seeing somebody score 6 times on us, but like at least we managed to pull it off, and yeah, so that was great. So I got a double whammy there.
That's
and then
awesome.
The Pens won the other night at the top-rated team. They beat the Canucks the other night, and they are top of the league right now. And I'm like, yeah, boy, here we go. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
Is there like bets? Like, are people like? Do people do betting on?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
I don't. No. Nope. I'm just there to have a good time. I ain't getting into all that nonsense. You know, watching your team lose is bad enough, but then the thought of losing money on top of it, no thank you.
That's
no,
so many wins, though. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, it was such a good game. We need to stop. We need to stop right now.
Okay.
oh my gosh, this is such a long episode, and I still have to make lunch, and I have to go to work. This is...
Every time you have work.
I don't know. I was going to check, and then, okay. It's really late. Thanks for listening, folks.
Thanks for being here.
I rambled this entire time. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Talk at you next week.
Sounds good. What she said. Bye.
Bye.